What's good? Back with another banger. Hey, bro, I always thought so was fishy with the Aaliyah death, even as a like from a teenager. Cause I remember I was a teenager when Aaliyah passed away, bro. And I always just started looking into it like the industry was fishy, bro. Like she got sacrificed, in my opinion. But we finna get into this video because our parents are speaking out supposedly. So we gonna see what this video is talking about.
The whole nine. That's as far back as I can go, and I just remember how much fun I had and how it was just pure bliss, you know, every day after school going to rehearse for it and then being on the stage.
Was he intimidating at all?
Oh my God, the nicest guy, the sweetest guy, funny. I mean, he joked all the time, and I mean, just a hard worker. We had a great time on set.
Aaliyah's sudden death in a tragic plane crash left the world in shock. But there's always been a cloud of suspicion surrounding her untimely passing. Was there more to her relationship with Diddy than we ever knew? Now, following Diddy's arrest, her family has finally come forward, confirming the rumors that have haunted the industry for years. Could this be the truth behind the mystery of the princess of R&B, known for her unforgettable hit, Rock the Boat? Watch this video as we uncover the shocking revelations from Aaliyah's family. But first, we need to take a step back to get some perspective on her early life to understand the revelations that have surfaced recently. Aaliyah's early life and career beginnings.
Some room over there.
Aaliyah was born in Brooklyn, New York, on January 16, 1979. But her upbringing wasn't confined to one place. Raised between the streets of New York and the more laid-back environment of Detroit, her life was already one of contrast. This blend of cities would later be reflected in her personality and career, a perfect mix of urban edge and grace. Her father worked in the warehouse business, a field connected to her uncle, Barry Hankerson, whose influence in the entertainment industry was already growing at the time. Family played an essential role in shaping Aaliyah. Her mother, a vocalist herself, recognized her daughter's musical gifts early on and ensured they were nurtured. Enrolling Aaliyah in voice lessons set the foundation for what would become an incredible career. Her mother's involvement in her early education wasn't limited to music, though. She also made the significant decision to drop their surname to ensure her daughter had a unique stage presence, which Aaliyah would live up to. Aaliyah had strong pride in her name, often remarking how beautiful it was, and how she aimed to embody that beauty in her daily life. It wasn't just a name to her, it was a responsibility, something she aspired to live up to every day. At 5 years old, Aaliyah and her family moved to Detroit, where her early artistic inclinations continued to flourish. She was no stranger to performing, with her early gigs ranging from weddings to charity events, and even singing in the church choir. This exposure to live audiences, even at such a young age, shaped her poise and performance style. It's here in Detroit where her passion for entertaining truly ignited. Her school life wasn't all that different from any other child's, but her interests set her apart. Attending Gesu Elementary School, a Catholic school, she wasn't just another student. A key moment came when she was cast in the stage play Annie in first grade. That experience awakened her dream to be an entertainer. Aaliyah wasn't only interested in music. She had a wide range of talents, which extended to acting as well. Her natural charisma, combined with her mother's unwavering support, gave her the drive to audition for commercials and television shows, including the popular sitcom Family Matters.
Yeah, that was my shit right there.
Even though she didn't land a role on the show, she remained persistent, performing in school plays like those of the Gesu Players. Her tenacity and ambition took her to new heights. By the time she was just 10 years old, Aaliyah made an appearance on the popular talent show Star Search. Performing My Funny Valentine, she showcased her vocal talents on a national stage.
That's crazy.
While not everyone at that age could handle the pressures of performing on television, Aaliyah took it in stride, using every opportunity to further her experience in front of an audience. Her mother's decision to have her daughter drop their surname proved to be another step in shaping Aaliyah into a standalone artist, unique, and untethered to her family's name. Her school years in Detroit weren't without their challenges, though.
Romeo must
Aaliyah
die.
stood out, not just for her talents, but also due to her petite stature, which some kids teased her about. However, with the support of her family, especially her mother, she learned to embrace and eventually love her height.
Wonder why these motherfuckers ain't in jail. Dame Dash, Jay-Z, because you know Aaliyah was supposed to have Beyonce's spot, but Aaliyah wasn't going for it, so they had to get it up out of here, and Beyonce fell into place.
Her mother's words encouraged her to take pride in her small stature, and Aaliyah carried that self-confidence throughout her life. By age 11, Aaliyah was already performing in concerts with none other than her aunt, Gladys Knight.
Damn.
Her uncle Barry Hankerson, who had been married to the legendary Knight, also played an important role in nurturing her early career. Traveling with Knight provided Aaliyah with invaluable experience, watching one of the greats in action and learning the nuances of the entertainment industry. Education wasn't something she took lightly. Despite balancing a growing music and performance career, she managed to graduate with a 4.0 GPA from the Detroit
Damn.
Performing Arts High School in 1997. Aaliyah credited her academic success to the unwavering support of her family and educators, including her mother, who homeschooled her for much of her life. The encouragement from figures like Dr. Sylvia Twyman, Dr. Denise Cotton, and even the superintendent of Detroit schools, Dr. David Sneed, allowed her to pursue her dreams without sacrificing her education. Her family, always by her side, shuttled her between her numerous lessons, rehearsals, and auditions. Aaliyah's rise to fame. Aaliyah's rise to fame began at the young age of 14, when she released her debut album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, in 1994. Even before its release, there was a lot of anticipation surrounding her career. With her first single, Back and Forth, she instantly grabbed attention. The song climbed the Billboard Hot 100 charts, reaching the top 5 and securing the #1 spot on the R&B charts. This immediate success was a testament to Aaliyah's unique voice, style, and confidence. But behind the scenes, Aaliyah was more than just a teenage sensation. She admitted to being nervous before releasing Back and Forth, unsure if people would connect with her music. However, once the single went gold, all her fears melted away. Aaliyah quickly realized that she had something special. The success of her music led to a wave of young female artists who began emulating her style, and she became a prototype for the rising stars of the 90s. Her style, both musically and fashion-wise, also caught the world's attention. Aaliyah's signature look, baggy pants, oversized shirts, and a tomboyish yet undeniably
Woman was
cool
beautiful,
demeanor
bro. Like,
was something
that's
she
crazy.
had developed long before she became a star. It stemmed from her childhood love of wearing her father's and brother's clothes, a habit she carried with her into her rise to fame. As a child, she claimed she would never wear a dress or carry a purse,
Damn.
but as her career evolved, so did her style. By the time she appeared at the MTV Awards in a sleek Roberto Cavalli dress, standing confidently alongside her beloved brother Rashad, it was clear that Aaliyah had fully embraced her status as a style icon. In 1996, Aaliyah released her second album, One in a Million,
That was the
marking a
jams right
significant
there.
milestone in her career. The album solidified her place in the music industry, especially with the success of its lead single, If Your Girl Only Knew. The song, produced by the talented Timbaland and featuring lyrics from Missy Elliott, went double platinum, catapulting Aaliyah further into the spotlight. She shared a unique chemistry with Timbaland, calling him her musical soulmate, and their collaborative efforts were undeniable. Tracks like 4-Page Letter and Hot Like Fire showcased not only her vocal abilities, but also her willingness to experiment with her sound. In 1998, Aaliyah's popularity soared even higher with the release of Are You That Somebody?, a standout track from the Dr. Dolittle soundtrack. Produced once again by Timbaland, the song became famous for its infectious beat and the unexpected sample of a baby's cry. That same year, Aaliyah was chosen to perform the song Journey to the Past from the animated film Anastasia. Her rendition of the song earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Original Song, a monumental achievement in her career. At just 19, Aaliyah performed at the Oscars, standing tall alongside other nominees during a year dominated by the blockbuster Titanic. Her talents soon extended to the big screen with her film debut in Romeo Must Die in 2000, where she co-starred with martial arts superstar Jet Li. The movie was a commercial success, and Aaliyah's performance as the female lead drew praise. More impressively, Aaliyah was also the executive producer of the film's soundtrack, which included her hit song, Try Again. She also took on the role of Akasha in the supernatural thriller The Queen of the Damned, based on Anne Rice's Vampire Chronicles.
Damn.
Aaliyah was captivated by the character and went to great lengths to prepare for the role, working closely with speech instructors and mime specialists to perfect her portrayal of the Vampire Queen. At the same time, Aaliyah continued to thrive in the music industry. In 2001, she released her final album, Aaliyah, which reflected her growth both as an artist and as an individual. The album debuted at number 2 on the US charts and featured hit singles like We Need a Resolution, More Than a Woman, and Rock the Boat. Each track showcased her evolving sound and maturity as a musician, cementing her legacy as one of the most influential R&B artists of her generation. Even as she was gaining momentum in her acting career, Aaliyah had big plans for her music. She intended to continue working with Timbaland and was exploring collaborations with other major producers and artists. She had also secured roles in several upcoming films, including The Matrix Reloaded and Revolutions, Honey,
Damn.
Sparkle, and a project based on an interracial love story that she personally pitched to Fox Searchlight.
That's crazy.
Aaliyah's relationships and personal life. From early on, Aaliyah's family took an active role in managing her career. In 1995, her father, Michael Houghton, became her personal manager, and her mother worked alongside him. Their involvement was more than just professional. It was personal, ensuring that Aaliyah had a strong support system in an industry that can often be overwhelming. Her brother, Rashad, was also a constant presence. He accompanied her to many of her projects and played a crucial role in her life, later taking over management duties when their father's health declined. However, Aaliyah's relationships, particularly her early one with R. Kelly, became a significant part of her story.
But they say kills were hitting the moms too, bro. I don't know how true that is. That's weird, bro. Like the videos I watched, they say kills was hitting the moms, like, cause it's not making sense, bro. Like, hey, let your child be around a grown man just cause he was musically inclined, bro. Like, why wouldn't no grown-ups around them?
During the recording of her debut album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, there were widespread rumors about a close relationship between Aaliyah and Kelly. Aaliyah addressed these rumors several times in interviews, downplaying the nature of their connection. She described their bond as a professional and close friendship, often sharing that they would spend time together casually, such as watching movies or grabbing a meal before returning to work in the studio. Despite her efforts to clarify the situation, the rumors persisted. At the time, allegations arose suggesting that Aaliyah and Kelly had secretly married, which caused a significant stir in the media. Aaliyah's family and team were quick to dismiss these claims, asserting that no such marriage had taken place. However, stories continued to circulate, with some suggesting that the two spent significant time together, both in the studio and outside of it. Years later, more details surfaced that shed light on the situation. During a 2021 court case involving Kelly, a witness testified about the nature of their relationship, offering a perspective that further complicated their history. While Aaliyah's family had long maintained that their focus was on her professional growth and well-being, the testimony brought new attention to that period of her life. As Aaliyah moved on from that chapter of her life, she found herself in a much more stable relationship with Damon Dash, co-founder of Rockefeller Records. Aaliyah and Dash were introduced in the summer of 2000, and their friendship soon developed into a romantic relationship. Although Aaliyah never publicly confirmed the nature of their relationship, Dash later spoke about how close they had become. According to him, they had even discussed the possibility of marriage, though no formal engagement took place. Aaliyah's suspicious death. Just days before, on August 22, 2001, Aaliyah was in Miami filming the underwater scenes for her upcoming music video, Rock the Boat. The production then moved to the Abaco Islands in the Bahamas to complete the shoot. Damon Dash, co-founder of Rockefeller Records and Aaliyah's boyfriend at the time, later revealed in a 2016 interview that he had advised her not to travel to the Bahamas. According to Dash, Aaliyah had concerns about the plane's safety even before boarding it. On August 24th...
They say the plane was too overweight with all of the equipment, the luggage, and the people on there. So why would you put her on there knowing that it was overweight and that it was not safe to fly with, especially with her on there and not just her, the other people on there? Like, why not get another private plane to come get them?
Aaliyah rose before sunrise to capture the perfect shots for the music video. The day was described as one of the best in the business by the video director, Hype Williams, who noted the special energy on set. Everyone worked harmoniously, and it felt like they were creating something truly memorable. Aaliyah wrapped up her portion of the video a day earlier than expected, which left the crew with a sense of accomplishment and relief. The next day, Aaliyah and several members of her team prepared to leave the Bahamas and return to the United States. Despite her earlier reservations, she boarded a small twin-engine Cessna 402B with her crew. But shortly after takeoff, the plane crashed near the runway. Aaliyah, who was only 22 years old, along with 8 others on board, lost their lives. Initial investigations into the crash uncovered several unsettling details. The pilot, Luis Antonio Morales, was found to be unqualified to fly the Cessna 402B. He had only been hired by the charter company days before the flight and had a troubling record. An autopsy revealed that Morales had substances in his system, raising further questions about his competency. Moreover, Morales had been sentenced to probation for substance-related issues just 2 weeks prior to the accident. Adding to the complications, it was discovered that the plane was overloaded by 700 pounds, exceeding its maximum capacity. The uneven distribution of weight made it even more difficult to control, especially for an inexperienced pilot like Morales. Arguments reportedly broke out between the pilot and Aaliyah's entourage over whether the plane could safely carry all passengers and equipment. Despite these warnings, the flight proceeded.
Why?
The details surrounding the crash only grew more concerning as time passed. Kingsley Russell, a local in the Abaco Islands whose family ran a taxi and hospitality business, shared an account that shed new light on Aaliyah's final moments. Russell claimed that Aaliyah had been visibly upset about the flight and was reluctant to board the small aircraft. Allegedly, she expressed her discomfort with the plane's size and the amount of luggage being loaded onto it. She complained of a headache and, according to Russell, had no intention of getting on the flight that day. Russell's testimony introduced an even more chilling element to the story. He claimed that Aaliyah had taken a pill given to her by a member of her team, which caused her to fall into a deep sleep.
That's crazy work. You got this woman a pill and put her on the plane. She fell into a deep sleep. So she was basically just out of there, bro. Come on, bro.
When the final decision was made to proceed with the flight, Aaliyah was reportedly still asleep and unaware that she was being
Being put
taken
on a
aboard the
plane.
plane. Russell said he witnessed her being carried onto the plane, still
Wow.
asleep, unaware of the impending tragedy. These accounts raised the troubling question: why was Aaliyah, a known cautious flyer, so insistent on avoiding the flight, only
She
to end
knew.
up on it anyway? In the aftermath of the accident, questions swirled around why the flight was allowed to take off in the first place. Investigations revealed that in the days leading up to the crash, there were multiple issues with logistics. For example, cargo intended for Aaliyah's music video had been mistakenly sent to the wrong Bahamian island.
Come on, bro, stop
Additionally,
playing.
there were last-minute changes
Stop
to the
playing with me,
charter
bro.
company that would fly Aaliyah and her crew back to the U.S. These errors only compounded the chaotic situation, ultimately resulting in a decision that cost Aaliyah her life. Aaliyah's passing left her fans, friends, and family heartbroken,
Shit suspicious, bro.
but it also sparked legal
sacrificed
battles
this woman,
as her
bro.
loved ones
Ain't no
sought
fucking way.
justice. Her parents,
No fucking way,
Diane
bro.
and Michael Houghton, filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Instinct Productions, the company responsible for the Rock the Boat music video, as well as other defendants. The lawsuit claimed that negligence on the part of the production team and the companies involved in coordinating transportation had
I
led
wonder
to
what the
Aaliyah's
fuck
death.
they gave her
By the fall of 2003,
to make her that fucking doped up and didn't know she was getting put on a plane, bro. Like,
Houghton family
what
had
the
reached
fuck?
a settlement with the defendants, though the details of the settlement remained undisclosed. The family also reached an agreement with Black Hawk International Airways, the company that operated the Cessna 402B, and Atlantic Flight Group, which had brokered the flight. These settlements, however, did little to ease the pain of losing their daughter. Despite the legal proceedings, many questions remain about the circumstances leading up to the tragic event. Diddy's connection. As the legal battles surrounding Sean Diddy Combs escalate, Aaliyah's connection to the situation has caught the attention of fans and the media alike. Diddy, once a towering
Cat Williams said it in a Shannon Sharp interview. He said this is the year of exposing, and this man has been getting exposed, and he's not the only one. He got groomed for this shit, bro. Like, I believe he got groomed. He did was doing what he was groomed to do, and he groomed many others underneath him. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna tell on a lot of people. If he don't, he's a fucking fool. But he can't tell on the people that groomed him because they're all old and they powerful than him. So come on, bro.
towering figure
Make it
in the
make
music
sense.
industry was arrested in September 2023 following a federal indictment that leveled serious charges against him, including racketeering and other troubling allegations. What began as a singular case has now snowballed into a web of accusations, implicating both Diddy and his associates in a culture of misconduct that
That man has
spanned
fucked over a lot of
decades.
people, bro.
The indictment alleges that Diddy, alongside a close-knit network of employees and industry contacts, fostered an environment that not only
I hope
enabled
they open Kim Porter's the situation thing up again to her death, cause that shit's fishy in itself. Like a tell-all book, bro. Heavy D was gonna make a tell-all book. I got Heavy D up out of here. They tried to get I forgot that man's name, but he survived. He was making a tell-all book. I think it was Kim Porter's boyfriend or something, her ex-husband or something like that. But this Diddy, I always say Diddy was crooked, bro. Power that he let that power go to his head. I don't know who he made mad. He made somebody fucking mad. Now they leave his ass to dry.
questionable behavior, but also silenced any dissent. Those who questioned or resisted this culture were reportedly ostracized or
I
coerced
wonder if
into
he's gonna tell on
compliance,
Jay-Z.
all in an effort to preserve Diddy's power, reputation, and status. When Diddy's arrest hit the headlines, many high-profile figures who had once associated with him were thrust into the spotlight. Among them was Aaliyah, whose name has been brought up repeatedly in the context of Diddy's legendary social events and gatherings. One particular photograph from Diddy's infamous White Party in the early 2000s shows Aaliyah in a relaxed setting, surrounded by notable personalities like Jennifer Lopez,
Fishy.
Damon Dash, and Andre Harrell. With Diddy's arrest, the image has reignited discussions about the nature of the music industry at the time and the vulnerabilities that artists like Aaliyah faced within these powerful circles.
They had to go through Diddy. Diddy was the gatekeeper, bro. Diddy was a gatekeeper. Up until this day, Diddy was a gatekeeper, bro. They had to go through him, bro. Like, you weren't getting in the game. He wasn't letting you go to be an A-list celebrity, bro. If you understand what I'm saying, bro. Like,
fans online have expressed sympathy for Aaliyah, pointing out how she seemed to be in environments that may not have been the safest or most supportive. Comments from concerned fans have painted a picture of Aaliyah as someone who, despite her immense talent and fame, was still subject to the pressures and dangers of the industry. Many have noted how her association with both Diddy and R. Kelly, another controversial figure, made her seem especially unprotected during her rise to stardom. This photograph, along with other instances where Aaliyah was seen in close proximity to some of the industry's most influential yet problematic figures,
that's crazy,
has led fans to question the environment she was surrounded by. The once glamorous life of attending exclusive parties and mingling with the elite now seems shadowed by the darker realities of the music world at the time. The re-emergence of this photo has led many to wonder if Aaliyah, like others in Diddy's circle, might have been subjected to the same kinds of pressures and abuses that have now come to light in the wake of his arrest.
This shit ain't just
Diddy's
started.
legal troubles, however, extend far beyond just associations and parties. The 2023 lawsuit filed by singer Cassie brought significant attention to the nature of Diddy's relationships with women. Cassie's claims of emotional and physical mistreatment during their decade-long relationship were alarming. She stated that their relationship, which began in 2005 when she was just 19, was fraught with manipulation and emotional control. Cassie's lawsuit even pointed to specific incidents, including a disturbing encounter in 2016 captured on hotel surveillance footage. Though the lawsuit was settled soon after, with Diddy choosing to resolve the matter amicably, the damage to his public image was already done. Cassie's case was just one in a growing list of legal challenges against Diddy. Another lawsuit came in November 2023, when Joey Dickerson-Neal accused Diddy of inappropriate behavior dating back to 1991, when she was a college student.
Damn.
Dickerson-Neal alleged that Diddy had pressured her into spending time with him, resulting in an experience that left her deeply uncomfortable. This incident, along with the accusations from an anonymous plaintiff under a temporary New York law that allowed claims for older incidents, further tarnished Diddy's reputation. Then, in December 2023, yet another allegation surfaced. This time, a plaintiff claimed that Diddy had acted inappropriately during an event in 2003. As each new case emerged, it became harder to dismiss the possibility that Aaliyah, like so many others, may have been exposed to this environment of misconduct. In addition to the individual claims, there were also broader lawsuits that targeted Diddy's business dealings and the way he managed his various ventures. In February 2024, music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones filed a lawsuit, claiming that during his interactions with Diddy, he had been put in uncomfortable situations.
Come on, Ken, stop playing with me. You're a grown man. You let Cuba Gooding Jr. touch on you, bro, and you didn't do nothing. Ain't no amount of money in the world. I know they promised you stuff. Ain't no motherfucking amount of money in the world let another grown man touch me, bro, and you not do nothing. Nah, stop. I'm not going for it, famo.
That compromised his personal and professional values.
I'm not going for it.
Jones alleged that the music industry, particularly the circles around Diddy, had a way of turning a blind eye to questionable behavior for the sake of maintaining powerful connections. Further complicating Diddy's already strained public image was a lawsuit filed by former bandmate Dawn Richard in 2014. Richard claimed that Diddy had mistreated her and other members of their group, not only withholding payments, but also creating an uncomfortable work environment. Through all these accusations, Diddy's legal team has maintained his innocence, asserting that the lawsuits are unfounded and that the media attention is unfairly tarnishing his reputation.
But you out of there.
For Aaliyah's fans, these revelations have brought up painful questions. Did she, like others, experience similar pressures or manipulations during her time in the industry? Was she another victim of an industry culture that prioritized power and profit over the well-being of its artists?
Facts.
The resurfacing of old photos and stories has led many to revisit Aaliyah's time in...
But as you see, that's the banger for the day, bro. I believe Aaliyah did dirty. She got sacrificed, bro. It's a between Jay-Z, Dame Dash, and Diddy, bro. Like, powerful. They all wanted Aaliyah. Like I said, Aaliyah wasn't going for it, so Beyonce fell into place. In my opinion, you can see that. Look at Dame Dash. Look how Jay-Z did Dame Dash. But it's a crooked game right here, bro. But make sure you watch. Let me know how y'all feel, bro. Get in the comments. Let me know. Like up and sub to the channel. Appreciate the love, bro. Shit wild out here, bro. Damn.